Let's start with a truth most people experience, but rarely talk about honestly. The problem isn't that we don't know what to say. The real problem is the moment we have to say it. Someone asks a question, all eyes turn toward you, there's an expectation, and suddenly your mind freezes. You've read the material, you have experience, you understand the topic, yet in that exact moment, your thoughts feel inaccessible. This is precisely where Think Faster, Talk Smarter begins. Not with flashy speaking tricks, not with memorized scripts, but with the real issue: why our brains shut down during spontaneous communication.
And that's what makes this book fundamentally different. Most communication books focus on what to say. Matt Abrams focuses on why you can't say it when it matters most. This book is not about formal speeches or polished presentations. It's about real-life communication, unexpected questions, meetings, interviews, negotiations, classroom discussions, and everyday conversations. The core insight is simple yet powerful. Your thinking doesn't slow down because you're incapable. It slows down because anxiety hijacks your system.
The central message of the book is this: your biggest enemy in communication is not lack of intelligence, it's anxiety. When anxiety shows up, your brain shifts into survival mode. In survival mode, clarity, memory, and structure are no longer priorities. Speed without clarity takes over, or total shutdown. That's why some people ramble, others go silent, and some feel physically overwhelmed. The book makes one thing very clear: if you manage anxiety first, faster thinking follows naturally. Matt Abrahams explains that your brain under stress is doing its job, just not the job you want. The goal, then, is not to think harder, but to create conditions where thinking becomes easier. That's a crucial shift in mindset.
One of the most professional aspects of this book is where it starts. Not with words, but with physiology. Anxiety is not just mental, it's physical. Shallow breathing, tense shoulders, tight jaw, racing heart. Before you speak, your body has already sent a message to your brain: this is a threat. So the book introduces a simple but powerful tool: the intentional pause. A brief pause, a slow inhale, a longer exhale. This tells your nervous system you're safe. And here's an important reframing. That pause is not weakness, it's authority. Many people think responding immediately makes them look confident. In reality, a calm pause signals control, composure, and credibility. High-level communicators pause naturally, not because they're slower, but because they're deliberate.
After regulating the body, the book moves to its most important concept: structure. Your mind loves structure. Without it, ideas exist, but they're scattered. When you're asked a spontaneous question and have no structure, your brain tries to access everything at once. That overload creates confusion. Structure gives your mind a starting point and an end point.
The book introduces simple, flexible structures designed for real-time communication, such as 3 key points: problem, solution, outcome, past, present, future, what it is, why it matters, what's next. These are not scripts, they are mental frameworks. When practiced, they become automatic, and automatic structure is what allows fast, clear responses under pressure.
So far, the book has delivered a powerful message. Calm the body, give the mind structure, and clarity becomes possible again. This alone transforms how you show up in conversations.
But this is only the foundation. In the next part, the book goes deeper. Why perfection kills communication, how listening speeds up thinking, how to reframe anxiety as energy, and the practical exercises that turn this into a lasting skill.
If the first half of Think Faster, Talk Smarter is about stabilizing your system, the second half is about removing the invisible pressure that keeps your mind locked. And that pressure has a name: perfectionism. Most people don't freeze because they lack ideas. They freeze because they're trying to produce the perfect response, the smartest phrasing, the safest wording, the most impressive answer. The moment your brain starts chasing perfection, it stops moving forward. It evaluates instead of communicates. And evaluation under pressure always slows thinking. This is one of the most honest arguments in the book. Your goal in communication is not excellence, it's clarity.
Exactly. Matt Abrahams makes this point very clear. Audiences do not need flawless answers. They need understandable ones. Perfection raises the cost of speaking. Clarity lowers it. When you give yourself permission to be good enough, your brain regains speed, flexibility, and creativity. Ironically, people who speak imperfectly, but clearly, are often perceived as more authentic, confident, and trustworthy than those who try too hard to sound impressive.
One of the most underestimated ideas in the book is this: listening well makes you think faster. Most people believe fast thinking comes from fast talking. In reality, it comes from accurate understanding. When you're not truly listening, your brain is multitasking, preparing an answer while missing key information. That creates weak responses and higher stress.
To counter this, the book introduces a deceptively simple habit. Reflect before responding. Before giving your answer, briefly summarize what the other person said. For example, "So what you're really asking is," or "If I understand you correctly." This does three powerful things at once. It shows respect, it buys you time, and it organizes your response. This single technique dramatically improves spontaneous communication.
Another major breakthrough in the book is how it reframes anxiety. Matt Abrahams does not try to eliminate nervousness. He reframes it. The physical sensations we label as fear, a faster heartbeat, heightened focus, increased energy, are the same sensations your body uses to perform at a high level. The problem isn't the sensation, it's the story we attach to it.
When you tell yourself, "I'm nervous, this is bad," your brain interprets the situation as danger. But when you tell yourself, "I'm energized, I'm ready," the same physical state produces confidence instead of panic. The book shows that changing this internal narrative can immediately improve your communication without changing anything external.
What makes this book especially valuable is its practicality. It doesn't stop at theory. One core exercise is intentional structure practice, forcing yourself to answer everyday questions using simple frameworks, even when you don't need to. This trains your brain to default to organization under pressure.
Another key exercise is the pause practice. You deliberately pause before responding, even when you know the answer. This teaches your nervous system that silence is safe and that control matters more than speed. A third exercise focuses on reflection, regularly paraphrasing others before replying. Together, these habits rewire how you communicate in real time.
At its core, Think Faster, Talk Smarter delivers a deeply human message. You don't need to become someone else to communicate better. You don't need charisma. You don't need perfect words. You don't need to eliminate anxiety. You need structure, awareness, and permission to be human.
This book doesn't give you confidence as motivation. It gives you competence as confidence. And competence grows through practice, not pressure. When communication becomes a process instead of a performance, your mind stops freezing and starts flowing.
This book is for anyone who needs to speak before they feel fully ready. Anyone whose mind works but locks under pressure. Anyone who wants to sound like themselves, only clearer.
If you remember just 3 things from this book, remember these. Pause before speaking. Structure your thoughts. Release the need to be perfect. Everything else follows naturally.